Was all this made entirely from your own imagination?
No. See, you were there all along. And every idea, every decision. Of course, if anything is not to your liking, I'll change it.
It's perfect. From your perfect, irresistible imagination.
I do respect him. I have a tremendous amount of empathy towards him. And like I said, he's somebody that is so out of tune with reality. And there was a key scene in the book that really connected me to him in a weird way, where he finally had Daisy in his castles within the confines of this great caravansary that was the Gatsby castle. And she's in his arms, and he's still staring off at the green light. He's still searching for something. And, you know, the wish that the list of dreams had diminished by one as she was in his arms, but he was still holding on to something that wasn't really there. And that really encompassed everything for me about Jay Gatsby.
Daisy tells me that you're over in West Ag, throwing your lot in with those social climbing, primitive new money types.
My little shack's just a cardboard box at $80 a month.
Your life is adorable.
I know somebody in West Ag.
I don't know a single person that side of the bay.
Oh, you must know Gatsby.
Gatsby? What Gatsby?
Madame.
No, I have sympathy for her. I don't like her. I think she's a product of her time, and she's a weak character. And she's very flawed. But I don't dislike her. I think she's very easily villainized, and people sort of detest her. A lot of people. But I think she's just very easily led.
Gatsby. He had a grand vision for his life since he was a boy.
I'm gonna fix things just the way they were before. Just you and me.
No amount of fire could challenge the fairy tale he had stored up in his heart.
Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful?
Well, it's a responsibility to frame up the story and give some kind of context to the audience, which is also about how does the story affect Nick. The other side of it is that I get to say all those words, which is honestly a real treat, you know. And we definitely explored or experimented with, you know, quoting the book exactly, you know, verbatim, and sometimes. You know, and that language can be quite poetic at times, and sometimes that worked really well because we show Nick as a writer, so he's actually writing it, so it sort of justifies that kind of language. And other times we would make it a little bit more conversational, and it was a lot of fun, that part of the process.
Mr. Cannon, candy? No, thank you. No? Mrs. Wilson? Okay. Nick Carraway.
Oh, a pleasure.
Nick's the writer.
Oh.
Oh, I'm in Bonds, actually.
I want you to get on the next train.
Now?
Yes.
Can we get the dog for the apartment?
Whatever you want.
I always get close to a shoot and I start to panic because I think, what if I don't know what I'm doing? Like, I can't be just faking. I can't just be kind of making it up as I go along on set. But, you know, we had a great dialect coach, and for me, the way in was really kind of finding the right accent for Tom. And the costumes really helped. And then just the dynamic of the relationships worked. You know, Tom seems like the villain, but it's really about point of view for me, you know.
Hey, Mr. Buchanan, you want a soda? I'm fine. No? Call your sister if you like him.
No. That's all right, thank you.
Catherine's said to be very good looking by people who ought to know.
Really, I can't.
Hey, you want to embarrass Myrtle? That's rude.
You know, Myrtle's a sexy character, so I led with my hips rather than with my shoulders and that kind of stuff. And then feet, shoes, whatever. My feet are you know, and I felt like she was quite an earth character, so I always wanted to try to have her keep both her weight on both her feet at both times and not like lift up a leg or, you know, be too floppy. I wanted her to be sort of solid.
No time. Can't you see who this guy is? With his house, his parties, his fancy clothes.
I love you much.
We were born different from you. It's in our blood.
And I go back to
Nothing that you do or dream up can ever change that.